Alright guys, welcome to the channel Blue Rim Design. Today we are going to be looking at a video for creating a rich text editor from scratch using JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. How this video is going to work is I'm going to go ahead and code it, and you're going to see it all sped up really quick. And then at the end of the video, it's probably going to be the most important part of the video, we're going to go over line by line of code, why I chose to use what markup, styling, and the most important part, the JavaScript element that's actually implementing and working with the text editing. I'm also going to be posting some extra resources down below in the video description for those of you that want to take it a step further and actually look at some of the documentation revolving around it. And part of that documentation is a simple command called on the document object. It's called exec command. So we're going to be getting into that here right now. So stay tuned while I program this thing. Alright guys, we're finally ready to get back into this. I've been programming for a little while, just troubleshooting and getting some basic functionality up for you guys so you can at least understand how to justify left and center. Justifying right, it really isn't too much more work. I just didn't add the button in. Adding bold, italics, underline, adding lists, and also adding links. So there's a lot more you can do with this. You can also add things like images and HTML if you want. So there really is kind of no limit to this if you're creative. So let's go ahead and look at my HTML markup, which really in this case isn't super important. Basically all that we have here is a div called with the class name toolbar, and inside of it we have just an unordered list, which is kind of redundant. You know, the div could just be our container, but this is how I did it. You can choose how to do it your way. And then we have classes for everything, and the biggest thing in here is we have a bunch of buttons that have type button, meaning their habit of reloading the page isn't going to happen. They're actually not, so you don't have to really specify, don't do the default thing. It's just going to do nothing when you click it by default. But we added this data command so that when we do click it, and we've added an event listener over here to all our buttons, it's going to read that data command, and it's going to execute it. So also, I just have some pretty basic styles in here, nothing that looks too great. So let's head over to the JavaScript. It's just really simple the way we're doing it here. We're creating two variables. One is grabbing the output container, so it's this content editable section or div, whatever, and well, okay, yeah, it's working. Anyways, so it's grabbing that. It has that location. That's where we're going to be executing our commands. We also have an array, I want to say, of buttons, but I think when they're DOM elements, it's a node group or something. Anyways, what we're doing is we are iterating over each of those buttons that have the same class tool button, and we are assigning it a click listener. So when we click it, we are going to be either executing the command that it's specified, or in the case of create link, we're going to be sending a prompt to the user to enter in a link. So just to kind of prove you guys that it's working, let's do, here is a link, make this text bold, and justify center. So first we'll go ahead and just justify center. We're going to make this text here link. Just have it go to google.com. And then make this text bold here. So you see we have to highlight it and then it applies. So after that I want to just realign, and we're going to create a numbered list. So this is, it's kept that an underline behavior. Anyways, it's a little finicky, but it works. Item 2, item 3, etc. So you can see we have some basic text editing features built into this. Let's see if this link actually works. Link a new tab, and great, we are sent to Google, just as we wanted. And so there you have it. This document.exec command API is really helpful. It's available on Amazon, and I'm also going to be linking a pen that I found recently, if I can find it, that's just shows pretty much every single command option under the sun, and just gives an example of it, so it's really good to look at. But this has been a little tutorial on how to create a rich text editor. Obviously, you're going to need to look into it a little bit more and adapt it to the needs of your business. But if you thought this video was helpful, please consider liking it. Also, if you like this video content, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Comment in the comment sections below about what you thought about the video. What do you think could be improved? How do you think I could help you more? And if you have any questions, that would be great. So thank you for watching and can't wait to see you in the next video.